Of many communities, one Chula Vista.
This is one of the best formed questions I've heard, because this question is just ripe for political campaign promises kind of talk. Empty leadership or non-leadership. The truth of the matter is, and you know this better than I do, the city is very short on resources now. Our streets aren't being maintained for a reason. Our parks look bad for a reason. Our libraries are closed for many, many hours a week for a reason. And quick fixes and empty promises and half measures are in large measure what got us into this mess. Our time of opportunity is when we have start to have a recovery to this recession. That's when we can start to really see some benefits. And it's not going to happen automatically. We're going to have to keep our taxes as low as possible to attract new business. We're going to have to do like the state of Nevada does to California and mobilize some of our best leaders in the business community, get them on an airplane with support from city staff, make an investment in that, and start attracting key businesses into Chula Vista that can provide the jobs and the tax revenue that are going to provide relief for our population. And we'd be very, very wise to pass an initiative coming up on the ballot, the Fair and Open Competition Initiative, because not only would that help with the development of the bayfront, which is a key engine for our economic growth and prosperity in this region, but it would also send a signal nationwide that Chula Vista is a city that does not lean to the special interests, it leans to opportunity. It leans to good things. Thank you.
There's one thing I agree with Larry on that, because I didn't agree with a lot of other stuff. But look, there are no short-term answers today. People have been kicking the can down the road for so long that we finally hit a wall. We need to rebuild our economy, and we need to attract businesses and jobs to be able to come here. And it's not going to be from getting somebody to take a flight down here. It's going to be because politicians don't create jobs. What we do is create the environment for jobs to want to come here. And right now, we're one of the most unbusiness-friendly towns in San Diego County. We're not attracting jobs because our fees are too high, because our permits are taking way too long to do anything. You know that. Do you realize that from the business perspective that the YMCA, or let's start with the Broken Yoke. Everybody knows where the Broken Yoke is, right? Well, that took 6 months to get a permit to get tables outside of the restaurant. That's an embarrassment. It took 9 months for the YMCA to be able to build their kiosk, on South Bay YMCA to build their kiosk inside the Y, to be able to get approval for a permit for that. This is an embarrassment, guys. We need to move these things faster. We have to expedite things. We got to expand our enterprise zone out on the east side. We got to be able to attract those businesses. There's a fire inspection fee that takes you, when you're already opened up your business, you got to wait for somebody to come out and say, this fire, we got to inspect it, even though it's a brand new building and it's already up to code. It's not the amount of what the cost of the permit is. It's the amount of time that it takes. So if you're ready to open, and then 6 or 9 months later, the fire guys come out and they approve it. But it's only 6 months or 9 months later. Those businesses have already lost all that money. They're not going to open up because they know those things are bad in Chula Vista, and they're not going to want to come. The only way to do this is, again, fees, permits, and be able to attract those businesses to want to come out there because it's a better place to come. And right now, we're not.
Okay, there are a lot of people that are hurting now. And in the short term, the only thing that we can do is come together as a community and help those people that need help. In the long term, we've got to do a much better job of selling Chula Vista, marketing Chula Vista, letting people in the rest of the world know about the assets that Chula Vista has. I talk to people all over San Diego County, and I mention I live in Chula Vista, and they say, oh yeah, Chula Vista, that's sort of that low-income suburb for San Diego, isn't it? And that's the image that Chula Vista has, and that's the image that we need to change. How are we going to change it? I have a very, very specific idea. Last night, Congress passed a bill that provides that 30 million more people are now going to have health insurance. Chula Vista has 2 hospitals. I went to a presentation by Sandag where a demographer said that in San Diego County, 3 out of every 10 new jobs that are going to be created in San Diego County are going to be in the healthcare field. This is our solution for the future. Healthcare is a clean industry. We need to use the base of the 2 hospitals that we already have, develop clinics. For the university, we need to bring in medical and nursing schools, and this can be our future, and we can become known as the health care center for South Bay. That is my vision for changing the economic imbalances in Chula Vista.